Tonight, we venture into the life of a man whose name echoes with the grim rhythm of a funeral toll, H. Holmes, America's first known serial killer. Born as Herman Webster Mudgett in 1861 in Gilmanton, New Hampshire, the man who would later become known as H. Holmes had a seemingly ordinary childhood. However, his life would take a sinister turn, propelling him into the annals of America's most infamous criminals. In his early 20s, Holmes enrolled in the University of Michigan's Department of Medicine and Surgery, where he stole cadavers, manipulated them to create the illusion of accidents, and claimed insurance money. This marked the beginning of his criminal exploits. In 1886, Holmes moved to Chicago. Here, under the pseudonym Dr. Henry Howard Holmes, he operated a pharmacy and started the construction of what would soon become a house of horrors. The building, later infamously known as the Murder Castle, was a 3-story structure with a labyrinthine floor plan. Constructed with maze-like hallways, hidden staircases, trapdoors, and soundproof rooms, it was designed for one purpose: to kill. The macabre architecture of the building seemed to mirror Holmes's twisted psyche. The exact number of Holmes's victims is still uncertain. Estimates range from 20 to 200, but Holmes confessed to 27 murders. Many of his victims were seduced, swindled, and then silenced. His preferred victims were young, unsuspecting women who were lured into the castle's grotesque embrace. Holmes's methods were chillingly efficient. Victims were suffocated, gassed, or trapped in a soundproof bank vault near his office until they suffocated. The bodies were then dropped down a chute to the basement, where Holmes would dissect them, strip them of flesh, and sell the skeletons to medical schools, or dispose of the remains in lime pits. Holmes's reign of terror finally ended when he was arrested in 1894 for an unrelated insurance scam. His murder castle was raided, revealing its macabre secrets. In jail, Holmes gave a confession to Hearst's newspapers in exchange for money. His vivid descriptions of his killings were a chilling testament to his sociopathic nature. Holmes was put on trial for the murder of his associate Benjamin Petezel and was subsequently sentenced to death. On May 7, 1896, H. Holmes was hanged at the Philadelphia County Prison. His last request was to be buried in concrete, as he feared grave robbers would steal his body, mirroring his early cadaver manipulations. The lurid tale of H. Holmes stirred the public's morbid curiosity, exposing a level of human depravity that was previously unimaginable. Even today, the grim specter of Holmes looms large, feeding our fascination with the dark side of the human psyche. The name H. Holmes has become synonymous with villainy, forever etching itself into America's criminal history. The murder castle, the gruesome killings, and Holmes's remorseless nature have all contributed to the creation of a horrifying legend. His story is a chilling reminder of the monsters that can lurk behind the veneer of respectability. Holmes's life is a dark testament to the depths of human depravity. It forces us to confront the fact that real monsters walk among us, hidden in plain sight. They are not confined to the pages of a horror novel or the scenes of a slasher film. They exist in our world, hidden behind masks of normality, waiting for an opportune moment to reveal their true nature. As we draw the curtain on this episode, we leave you with a chilling thought. Behind every facade, there could lurk a darkness more terrifying than any fictional beast. In the shadows of our past, we find tales not just of heroic deeds and grand events, but also of unfathomable wickedness. History, it appears, is a canvas painted not only with light, but with shades of the deepest, most disturbing darkness. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into America's past. If you appreciate our deep dives into the eerie and uncanny corners of history, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us in shedding light on more bone-chilling tales buried in history. Until we meet again in the next episode, stay curious, stay vigilant, and as always, stay spooked.